Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I know. I get called, and have been for 5+ years now, Mr. Negative. Long before the champion was in the game, I had the original nickname. And I do my best to keep it 100, or as a subscriber once said, keep it 1,000. I don't like just ranting about problems. I also like praising solutions. I love talking about things like the rank up store that's going to replace the Catalyst store. Obviously, the Paragon Daily Special is game-changing. Sunday specifically, best $5 value in the history of the game easily. And I know for those of you who aren't Paragon, you're saying, well, I can't take advantage of it. Well, for $10, I think Thronebreakers can. But we have yet to have a historic change to what we're about to see. Keep in mind, when I first started playing this game over 7 years ago, there were no item limits. You could hoard hundreds of revives, and people did. And I get why Kabam wanted to end that, not just for server space, but because it was costing them money. But now we have another update about consumables, as Kabam likes to say. Hello, summoners. With the release of our April build, we will be changing the availability of revives and potions in early game content while simultaneously introducing a new way to earn consumables without having to rely on path RNG. We understand this may result in frustration, guaranteed, but we hope you can see the necessity for these changes and identify the compromise being implemented. The following will give you some insight from the game team about why revive potion access needs to change and what we're doing to address summoners' needs. In other words, are we saying rest in peace to revive farming? Well, let's go to the next one. We have been aware of revive farming in the revised Acts 1 to 3 since late 2021. We had an intended fix to November 2021, but didn't want to remove a source of revives without having an alternate means of acquisition. Over the last year, we have seen high progression summoners farm hundreds of thousands of revives. Hundreds of thousands of revives. That's a crazy amount of claimable revives. Each day. Wait, what? Whoa. I mean, I'm sure they could maybe verify that, but that's a big claim. Whenever we release new in-game content, the farming reaches crazy new levels. Crazy new levels. You all are crazy for doing this. With numerous days topping 500,000 revives farmed. I imagine, those countdowns to New Year's Eve to where the ball drops. I imagine Kabam's got some counter in their office that just counts up every time a summoner claims a farming revive, like it's just a thorn in their side. Every day there is an average between 100,000 and 300,000 revives farmed using this method. I think in my life I've used this for 20 revives. Maybe I'm just behind the times, excuse me. So this frenzied revive farming trivializes difficult content like Karina's challenges and Eternity of Pain because summoners simply spam revives. For us to allow what is effectively a loophole for these challenging pieces of content, we would have to dilute rewards given from that content. Wow, that's a statement. And that is not something we want to do. Without these changes, we risk having to cancel development on upcoming high difficult content. So, look, they're not saying this in plain sight, at least not yet. But what they're saying is they take the time to build new content thinking that it's going to earn them X amount of money. They're a for-profit company. That's not shocking. But that revive farming makes the best players not have to spend money, not have to charge unit man. And so, this is very, very similar. You could have copy and pasted this exact same argument as to why they introduced item caps in the first place. Because if you have more than enough revives in your overflow, you are not going to need to swipe your credit card. Changes to early game content. The biggest change you'll see is to revive drop rates across Acts 1 to 3. These are a number of factors that led to the current near certain drop rates of revives in 3 to 6. These drop rates have always been higher than intended. But you didn't do anything about it for years. To address this, we have added other early game resources to the prologue revive spawn nodes. The end result is maps with these nodes will have a lower drop rate for revives without negatively impacting the experience of early game accounts, for whom the content is designed. Farming revives will still be possible, but it will be much less efficient from a time and energy perspective. We are aware that without these farming options, summoners will not have access to sufficient consumables. To address this, we will be introducing a new daily quest, the Apothecary, that will run every weekday and provide what our team has deemed a reasonable amount of consumables. Also reminds me of when I wanted to eat a whole package of Oreos once. My mom said, I want you to eat what's reasonable. So I ate 2/3 of the package. Welcome to the Apothecary. Where do you come up with these words, Kabam? Even as a native English speaker, it's hard to pronounce. This quest will reset daily, provide a source of consumables, including revives and health potions. The intention in implementing the Apothecary is to provide summoners with a guaranteed baseline number of consumables in exchange for a set amount of energy exchanged. Summoners will no longer need to rely on RNG while spending 42 energy in story content. Now that I can appreciate, objectively speaking. People will say, Prof, grind this path. I'll do it, and I'll see 0 revives, even like 2 or 3 times, and I'll think, man, my account must just have bad RNG. So, 2 difficulties, easy and hard. Each difficulty can be completely explored for rewards once per day. No auto option. Easy difficulty has only 2 paths, and the hard difficulty has 2 paths. Easy difficulty costs 1 energy per node. Hard costs 2. Provides guaranteed potions or revives. Alright, I don't love that. Shouldn't it say guarantees potions and revives with a chance for more? So you're telling me it's RNG dependent where you can just get nothing but potions and no revives? That's how I read it, at least. Daily rewards. Completing easy difficulty grants 1 health potion, healing potion. Easy difficulty grants 2 level 2 healing potion. Hard difficulty level 4 healing potion. 1 level 1 revive. Okay, that's good. One of the paths of the easy quest also has an empty node containing 1 level 1 alliance quest healing potion, while the other has a 99% chance of containing 1 level 1 healing potion. A 1% chance of containing 1 level 1 revive. Why make that the same odds of getting a 6-star from a featured Cavalier Crystal? A 1%? That's ridiculous. You think it's going to break the game to get 1 more revive? A revive you could easily get from like 22-hour events? I don't understand that part of it at all. That might be the most illogical part of this whole thing. One of the paths of the hard quest also has an empty node containing 1 level 1 team healing potion, while the other has a 95% chance of containing 1 level 3 healing potion and a 5% chance of containing 1 level 2 revive. Again, a 5% chance is better than 1%, but still. A 1% chance for a level 1 or a 5% chance of a level 2, there aren't even... They're not even consistent about that. So, I get why they're doing this. Again, it's why they put item caps years ago. I want to know about what people think as we rest in peace to revive farming. What do you think? Most of you do it way more than me because you have more time and probably more energy and probably more intelligence. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.